I hear many artists say that it's out of those times that some of their greatest music, greatest songs are written or composed. Was that the case for you?
Well, we'll see. The last recording I did was 3 months before she passed. So I had finished, I hadn't mixed, but I had finished the actual recording. I'm just starting on a new recording now called Promises. And the songs are going to all deal with the promises of God. And I'm noticing as I'm writing, especially when I listen back to it, so much is coming out of that situation. I've written a song that's called "If You Sow in Tears, You'll Reap in Joy," and it's so much of the crying that I did, during that period. So I'm noticing that this project that's coming out, I know is going to be a reflection of that loss.
It sounds like a very special project,
Yeah,
special to you, and
it is.
I'm sure it means because things like that connect with
Much-
your fans,
most
connect with
definitely.
your audience in a different way. Uh, Smithsonian, why would they honor? And you should be honored. But why the Smithsonian?
I don't know. And this was actually when it happened at the Smithsonian. I don't think I had even recorded yet, but I was so known around the D.C. area for for my music. So many people were singing it. I was playing for the Hawkins, playing for Tremaine. Went on the road with her and went on the road with Edwin and did a lot of work with the Gospel Music Workshop of America. So I was known not as a recording artist, but more as a composer and a musician. And they decided to honor me, which was just like huge. I was really just starting off, yeah.
I'm sure it was a good feeling as
It
well.
very much, very encouraging, very encouraging.
But you've seen the upcoming artists, gospel artists, a new era. How do you feel about the music?
I'm excited. It's this way. When I first started off, all of the awards that I got during that time say best contemporary this, best contemporary that, best contemporary this. Somewhere, I'm not sure exactly where, it changed, and the award started saying best traditional, best
I was going to
traditional.
ask you
You
that
know what I'm
because
saying?
you made a decision somewhere along the line, maybe consciously or unconsciously, to go back to the basics.
Well, I didn't change. I think the what was considered contemporary changed, or what was considered traditional. When I was coming up, or when I first started out, traditional was James Cleveland, it was Albertina Walker, and it was Mahalia Jackson. But now it's like even Oh Happy Day is considered traditional, and that was considered like a
Yeah.
trailblazer. You know what I'm
It
saying?
was
But
cutting
but
edge,
times
yeah.
change. So now I'm considered more of a traditional artist. Not that I changed what I do, but it's just the way that I view. But being a traditional, I guess, artist, I hate categories, but people always think that I'm going to diss, if you will, contemporary music. I love it. I've always been a person who's listening to what's going on around me. I never wanted to become dated or stale and put myself in this one thing and I can't move beyond that. I love what I hear.
Isn't that part of your success?
Well, yeah.
That early on,
Yeah.
you were open to
Right.
new things. and
Exactly.
Cutting edge. I
Exactly.
mean, the famous line, well, famous to us in circles, I guess, so you think this gospel music has gone too far.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
has it gone too far?
Right. Well, I have no problems with the musical trappings in terms of the way it sounds. I think that we have to be very careful in terms of where it is appropriate.
Up next, there's more with A.R. Bernard after the break.
I always want to make sure that whatever you write, it's biblically based, and that it is very obvious that you're talking about Jesus Christ and Him crucified. Or
Even if
either
you're
God-
rapping.
Even if you're rapping, yeah. If you're going to consider it gospel. Now, if it's something else, call it spade a spade.
Yeah.
But don't call it gospel. And I can't tell if you're talking about your girlfriend or your wife, or if you're talking about God.
Come on, yeah.
That's always been my issue with that. I didn't mind the music. You know, people say, "Oh, that sounds too R&B," and something like, listen. Thomas Dorsey was considered a rebel, and he was ostracized in the church because they said his playing and this thing that he did called gospel music was too worldly. You know, so that's a tradition that has happened through gospel music for years and years and years. Who are we to say what gospel music sounds like, or who God can use and who He cannot use? So I've never had a problem with the way it sounds. Just the appropriateness in terms of where it's used and the lyrics. That's my issue.
Well, we're excited about Carnegie Hall
Yeah.
and Night of Inspiration. You're going to be in a mix with some of your contemporaries and
Right.
some of the newbies on the block.
Right.
And I think it's just special what you bring, not only to the Night of Inspiration, but to gospel music and the social aspect of the cultural development of African American history. Thank you for what you do, man.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
I
you.
appreciate it. God bless you.